Tell me, Raditz, are you gonna see this one coming? Hey guys, DB Rai here, and today, after nearly 6 months, we are finally continuing with What If Raditz Could See the Future? And well, this whole story came upon us just with a slight change from the original Bardocks TV special, just the fact that Vegeta's crew ended up taking the Kanassan job instead of Bardocks' crew, and because of that, Raditz was able to see the future instead of Bardocks. And with this power in the hands of a more cautious Saiyan, after all, Raditz is more cautious than his own brethren, Raditz was only not able to warn Bardocks of Dodoria's treachery. He was able to evacuate almost 50% of the Saiyan race. 50% of the Saiyans listened to him, and they were able to get off-world before Frieza essentially blew it up. Heading towards a rendezvous coordinates, the Saiyans were able to re-prosper on a planet far from Frieza's sphere of influence and able to restart their civilization. King Vegeta and Queen Cassava were still wiped out by the blast. However, with Raditz many years later bringing Kakarot and his mother Gine, who also evacuated the planet, back into the fold, after seeing some visions on how strong the Earthlings actually are, and Kakarot and Gine's potential, yes, they were going to need them for the final battle against Frieza, and Vegeta remembering that Prince Tarball that was evacuated many years ago, and bringing him back into the fold. And well, thanks to Kakarot being brought up to speed, and after Raditz came and got them, and then having Bulma built the capsule ship complete with a grav chamber, they were able to get stronger as they flew back to the Saiyan homeworld, strong enough that they were able to accompany Raditz, Prince Vegeta, in rescuing Tarball. And ultimately, they were able to free Tarball's planet from being conquered in the name of Frieza, you know, thanks to Avo and Cardo and their fusion form, Akar. Yes, that was pretty much short-lived with the combined efforts of the Saiyans. Of course, all this power being thrown around on Tarball's new planet did, of course, raise the attention of Zarbon and his scouts, who were out patrolling that area of the galaxy at the time. And this did, thanks to the commotion, Zarbon and the others did in fact listen in on their scouters and found out that not only Prince Vegeta's still alive, but Raditz and Bardocks. And that, yes, 50% of the Saiyans were still out there somewhere, which of course did not make things good for Frieza. Frieza was angry and livid, and this is where our story continues. Frieza was angry and managed to blow up his own ship in the process. Lucky Zarbon reported all this to Frieza by scout array, and well, Frieza, angry, regains his composure. He has himself a brand new plan. Zarbon, do pick me up, will you? I have an idea how we can deal with these monkeys once and for all. And well, with Tarball eventually being brought up to speed using the grav chamber, Vegeta training him himself, essentially, now has begun the operations at the hands of the Saiyans to start liberating other planets. After all, now that Raditz sees that the Saiyan race has to change, yes, the Saiyans now are in the business of liberating the planets they once took over for Frieza and regaining their allies and making their forces stronger so they can eventually overtake Frieza. And as good of a plan as it is, and it does seem to be working, at least for the time being, what are Frieza and Zarbon up to exactly? Well, Frieza, since being told that the Saiyans have gathered enough power that they're able to kill Avo and Kado, then perhaps there was something to this whole training business that the Saiyans were doing. So Frieza and Zarbon are doing one-on-one training with each other, much like Frieza did with Sorbet's minion in the Resurrection F arc. But except this time, it is Zarbon. And well, a couple of months training has indeed served the two greatly. Zarbon is now a lot more powerful, and of course, so is the mighty Lord Frieza himself. Has he braked into his golden form yet? Well, that remains to be seen. But for now, Frieza has sent Zarbon in to deal with these monkeys. After getting word of Saiyans liberating planets, it was quite easy to predict where the Saiyans were going to strike next, and have Zarbon waiting for them. Oh, yes, I see. You guys have finally come. What? You knew we were coming? Impossible! Please, you monkeys are a predictable lot. I, Zarbon, will put you at your place once and for all. And while the Saiyans do have quite a formidable force with them, after all, you had 50% of Saiyan survivors, so a lot of them were getting training in the grav chamber, and a lot of them were getting stronger because of that. So, the Planet Liberation Force was quite significantly high. However, now running into Zarbon, who has somehow managed to increase his own power in the meantime, would it be enough to overtake Zarbon? Actually, no. No. As powerful as Zarbon is right now, he's about as strong as what Frieza is originally in the original Namek saga. It's very possible he could take on a Super Saiyan if he had to. And right now, none of them have broken the Super Saiyan barrier. And, well, it's quite a fight, but most of the Saiyans are pretty much being knocked left, right, and center. Bardock and his crew, Kakarot and his allies, you know, exactly the same way. It is not looking particularly good for the Saiyan mob at the moment. And if they don't do something quickly, it could be curtains for the lot of them. And well, this is where something begins to happen in Guinea. What? Guinea? Wait. Guinea's not interested in fighting DB Rai. If you're just going to have her become a Super Saiyan right now, well, I'm just going to turn off this video and not watch. Just, no, can't happen. Well, don't be so sure. Remember, it is within kind-hearted and gentle Saiyans where S cells, the cells required to pull off the Super Saiyan transformation, are at their highest. You know, didn't Bardock and pretty much every other Saiyan on planet Vegeta at the time, you know, they never considered that perhaps this kind-hearted, caring Saiyan was brought to them for a reason. Well, that reason is about to become apparent, as Guinea's watching her loved ones being thrown about left, right, and center. Her, who is still the weakest Saiyan among them by far. She did do a bit of training in the grav chamber, but her just not into battling or any of that. Yeah, you can imagine she didn't get quite as much as as everyone else. But with her kind-hearted nature and that little bit of increase she did do in the grav chamber, Guinea, without getting full of rage as most Saiyans do the first time they pull off the Super Saiyan transformation, this was more out of desperation to save her family. And because of this, Gine does pull off the Super Saiyan transformation. It is Super Saiyan time for you, Gine. Her S-cells being higher than everyone else, she does indeed pull it off. Zarbon is taken aback by this. What is this? You Saiyans aren't supposed to be capable of transformations like this. And yes, her power level is just about as strong as Zarbon's, if not slightly higher. After all, Zarbon is not... He's more powerful, yes, but not as powerful as Frieza at Frieza's, 100% maximum. And well, with Zarbon firing his big blast that he was going to use to wipe out the entire Saiyan Planet Liberation Force, Gine gets in front of it, shielding her family, and she's just holding it there. What? This isn't possible. You will not harm my family! Gine just knocks the blast up, that it's pretty much left orbit, and pretty much detonates, and doesn't damage the planet at all, nor any nearby moons or anything like that. The planet they're on is, well, relatively spared. This planet the Saiyans have come to liberate is unharmed, and civilization are just, grateful for that. And well, Zarbon is about to take quite the beating from the world's strongest mother. And well, everyone just couldn't believe their eyes at what they were seeing. This Saiyan that they made fun of for years for being the weakest, a mere power level of 500 of all things, is taking Zarbon to school. That she has achieved the great power of legend. Oh yes, Gine was enjoying this. Her Saiyan instincts probably getting the better of her from the first time ever. Oh yes. Ha! Look at that, father! I knew you could do it, Gine. It's like I've been saying all along. Saiyan elites? Ha! What foolishness! And well, with a powerful Maiden's Blast, Gine's attack, an attack that she's been known to use throughout the video games Gine's appeared in, Zarbon is taken out. No more. Even transforming into his more ugly, ferocious form, it was not enough for him to survive the power of Super Saiyan Gine. Gine is defeated, and at that moment, Raditz has yet another premonition. This destroyer god, Beerus. I gave you monkeys a chance to shape up and you couldn't do it. Ha! I was right to allow Frieza to eliminate your planet. And well, with Raditz knowing this information, that Beerus the Destroyer is the one truly responsible for this mayhem, oh yes, he won't be telling Vegeta about this, but he does know that his race truly does need to change for the better, and that Gine is the key to this change. And, well, with some of the Saiyan casualties that Zarbon did manage to kill, it has weakened their strength by half, even with this Super Saiyan transformation that Gine has unlocked. It's not going to make things automatically better for them. They need a plan. And well, this is where Gine looks to Kakarot, and they decide to fill them in about the Dragon Balls. That they could use the Dragon Balls to undo this damage. So don't worry. Don't worry too much, because there is a plan. they could use the Dragon Balls to kill everyone that Frieza has killed since this alliance formed. And that does put Raditz at ease. They're going to need every Saiyan if they're going to suddenly change their ways, rebuild their civilization, and to, stop the oncoming threat that is Beerus. But first things first, they need to deal with Frieza first. And, well, that's not really going to be much of a problem because Frieza was monitoring that battle with Zarbon, and just with an order from Frieza, his new ship has gone into warp speed, and he's pretty much upon them right now. The Saiyans are damaged a little bit. They are weary. However, the battle between Frieza and the Saiyans promises to be a hefty one. And well, Hine does manage to transform into her Super Saiyan form again, but if you think she is a match for Frieza now, no. Remember, he was training with Zarbon for 2 months. That's how Zarbon got so powerful. Hine was only just able to beat Zarbon. And even with the Saiyans battling together, they're still like the mere playthings for Frieza. Oh my, you monkeys are hardly proving an effort. I can't see how you are able to beat Zarbon though, and you do have my congratulations. However, I know something you don't know. I have a new transformation. And at this point in Frieza's power, he doesn't even need to reveal that at this point. He might do as a last sort of thing of terror, when he's going to blow up the planet, something like that, and all the Saiyans with it. Just, he's holding it off until he's done playing around with these Saiyans. And Frieza is having the time of his life at the moment. Even Gine, her power's vanquishing. And well, Goku suggests that if we hold hands and able to bring their power into Gine, they might still have a chance to beat Frieza. And, well, they inadvertently start the Super Saiyan God ritual. Oh yes! Frieza has now had a bit of enough of playing around with these Saiyans and has indeed powered up into his golden Frieza form. Now, is this as potent as it is in the original Dragon Ball Super? Well, no, not quite. Zarbon was weaker than Sorbet's Ben by far, and it's not like Frieza did much training in this form, so it's not quite as potent as it is in the Resurrection of F arc. Not far behind, but not quite. With this power, I might actually be able to pose a threat to Beerus the Destroyer. Oh well, bye-bye, monkeys! He is preparing a planet destroyer-like attack. However, as he's about to prepare that attack, he suddenly sees what the Son family are up to. And there are definitely enough Saiyans to pull off this Super Saiyan God ritual. Had most of them changed enough to pull off the Saiyan ritual? Because I do admit, guys, and you're probably posing the same question, they've got to be pure Saiyans if they really had enough time to change their ways. Well, yes, most of them have pretty much changed their ways since liberating planets and everything like that. Especially after with Raditz and Gine and Kakarot being a good motivator for them. Anyways, but yes, needless to say, Kakarot, Bardock and his crew have indeed changed enough to pull off the ritual. And suddenly, Gine's hair glows red, and suddenly, they can't sense her energy. In fact, for a moment, they thought they just took away all her power. But no. This is what it's like being a deity. You can't sense it. And well, Gine would battle with Frieza. Oh my, does the sweet, lovable Sweetie Pie Saiyan want a little more? Very well, I am happy to oblige, monkey. And well, with a surprising shot from Gine that Frieza doesn't see coming, oh yes, Frieza is reeling in pain with Gine going all at it with Golden Frieza. Now, is Gine strong enough to take down Golden Frieza? Alas, no, because Frieza's level is still stronger than Goku's Super Saiyan God. And it is becoming apparent that Frieza is still playing around somewhat. He is taking it a bit seriously, and after this he's not going to give the Saiyans any more chances. However, there's still enough Saiyans left. Raditz decides to grab everyone by hand and see if they can pull off this God ritual again, because if they don't, they're going to lose. And well, there's still plenty of Saiyans there to pull this off. You got Bardocks, Shugesh, Tora, Bardock, and Kakarot. Plenty of Saiyans to pull off the ritual yet again. And well, yes, Raditz also achieves the power of a god and joins his mother in the battle. Come on, mother! Let's take this creep down together! Gine, just happy at this. Remember, Bardock just as surprised. Gine, who after Kakarot was born didn't want to have much to do with Gine after this, and Raditz, never really given him the time of day, suddenly they too are the strongest ones there. And that it's all because of their nature of all things, that they're essentially kind-hearted Saiyans. Even back when Raditz was conquering worlds with Vegeta, he had known what he was doing was wrong. He didn't like it. And well, the Saiyans just watching on at this spectacle as Gine and Raditz, mother and son together, are battling with the brute. Goku wants to join in on this battling, but he knows he's just way too outmatched. Don't even bother, Goku. At this point, you just get in their way. Aww. And well, it is quite the epic battle. Frieza is able to fight them off somewhat, but with Gine and Raditz just working in perfect unison, their teamwork is outshining the Golden Emperor. And well, Frieza is beginning to huff and puff, and well, we get some unsuspected onlookers looking at this epic battle. It is Beerus and Whis. The sudden power-up of the Super Saiyan God and Golden Frieza was enough to wake up Beerus from his nap. And well, Whis and Beerus are watching this with great interest. Has Beerus found potential warriors that could keep him entertained? And well, with a final combined blast of Raditz's Double Sunday, Gine's Maiden Blast, Golden Frieza is taken out, especially after he was huffing and puffing and his golden form had run out. Much like in the Dragon Ball Super Resurrection F arc, Frieza hadn't spent a lot of time training with this power, and essentially, he's lost it. His body has burnt up too much energy that he's not used to, and he is engulfed by the combined fury of Raditz and Gine's blast that ultimately destroys them. And Beerus, quite impressed by this, and just that the Saiyans were able to do this, and that they were going around liberating planets. So Beerus has ultimately decided, perhaps I'll give these monkeys another chance to shape up. But only one chance. With that, Beerus and Whis basically take their leave, and Beerus basically just deciding he'll just go for a nap. After all, Beerus had planned to kill Frieza after waking up. The Saiyans have done that for him. He can just go back, have a nap. And well, with Frieza gone, and this planet liberated, the cosmos is beginning to regain some semblance of balance. Especially with morality in the Frieza Force now dropped now that their Emperor is gone. And I think with at the very least, peace being restored, and the Saiyans, you know, going back to that little home world, their new home world, that they have managed to acquire during this aftermath, rebuilding their society, the one they rebuilt their society on, and Kakarot essentially finally going back home now that the big battle is done. I think that's where we'll leave things for right now. Don't worry, there's going to be a part 5 to this. Don't worry, I'm not ending the story here and there. There's so much more we can do with this. And well, I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more what ifs and more content. And I will see you guys again next week. Catch yous later. Next week. I should say tomorrow for another what if. Alright, catch yous later.